Thanks to Davey for being the inspiration for this video. Are the humanoids of paradise a group of humans, or are they engineers? There are a number of ways of looking at this population. They could be a population created by the engineers, or they could be the original engineers, and the ones we see in Prometheus could be their creation, which are android-like creatures. Let's break down each scenario and see if we can't prove either or find another alternative. First of all, if we want to believe that the population are creations of the real engineers, then this could make a lot of sense for a lot of reasons. They all live within one city as far as we are aware, and could be a reference to the god's ideal living area, which is known as a Garden of Eden. The engineers could have placed them there and told them to remain within the confines of the area, to see if they would follow their instructions, and as apparent in the film, they seem to have done so, building a great city within the confines of their walls. This may have been done for any number of reasons: population control, protection, experimentations, or simply to see if their humans would follow the engineers' instructions. This process may be one the engineers repeat on all the worlds that they seed with life, as to test whether they are worthy of their gods, the engineers, continued favour and protection. This could be why the inhabitants come out in masses to their city centre to view the return of their gods. Unlucky for them, it was in fact David piloting the Juggernaut. However, they may have believed that it was their gods returning to pass a final judgment on them, where they would be given an audience with their creators, which something here on Earth that the human population failed to do. We moved out of our Garden of Eden, discovered sin, and ruined our world, calling for our extermination around 2,000 years ago. However, that never came due to the events that occurred on LV-223 at the time, where all the engineers were wiped out. This also explains why there was a large number of juggernauts under the city that they seemed to not use, because they probably didn't know how to, nor wanted to. The engineers, as an obviously superior, advanced genetic engineering race, would have the ability to create either test subjects, workers, or worshippers at will, for whichever reasons they desire. Some other minor details supporting the fact that they are a child race of the engineers is that the cities apparently lack advanced technologies. However, this may be simply due to the fact that they choose to limit its use, because we don't actually see that much of it in the city in general. However, on the other hand, they could also very well be the engineers themselves. This theory also has several supporting factors that go in its favour. These humanoids on the planet of paradise may be in fact the true engineers. The engineers may live on many planets, or this singular one, and choose to live a very spiritual lifestyle while also dabbling in genetic engineering. The engineer creatures we see in the movie Prometheus in this theory are either genetically enhanced groups of engineers, which would mean that they are ideal for long distance dangerous space journeys where they would have to endure low oxygen, toxic atmospheres, damaging cosmic radiation, and possible attack from hostile organisms. Or they could be the engineer's own form of an android, a biological AI organism that can be programmed like a computer and has its own artificial DNA, altered in order to achieve a desired effect or attribute. Personally, I am torn between the two theories. Each have their merits and each have their own problems, but overall they are entirely possible and reasonable. However, if I had to pick one, I would believe that the engineers in the opening of Prometheus appear almost identical as the one engineer on LV-223, and that these are the true engineers, and that the humanoids of paradise are a sister race or creation of the engineers, or something along those lines. The engineers in Prometheus have black eyes and possess a larger build compared to the average human. while those in the population of Paradise appear to be smaller and around human size, as we see when the Covenant crew move through the city and walk next to them. In addition, their eyes are also more human-like. Last of all, I thought it would be important to mention that they may both be the engineers, that they may look different due to budgeting reasons with the film and not being able to do the CGI or makeup for some of the actors. However, I tend not to take out-of-universe factors into account because I think it's a bit of a cop-out. The fans of almost any franchise or following are generally highly intelligent people and therefore take notice and wish to analyse things like this in films and other media. So what do you guys think? Which theory do you prefer? Do you have one of your own that you would like to share? Leave your comment and we can discuss it further in the comment section and have it made into a full video possibly. If you have anything else you would like to share or comment, please leave it down in the comment section. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter, you can subscribe to this channel, or you can check out my Patreon page to support me further. So that's basically it, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.